The Rising of the Shield Hero, an anime that is ripe with controversy for some reason. But I'm not here to talk about that. Hi, I'm Mobby Nerd, and if you're new to this channel, I like to upload unique content. Welcome. Today, I want to talk about the differences between the manga and the anime, because some people seem to think that the anime just glazes over details that the manga shows. So let's look and see together. Let's go. If for some reason you are not familiar with the plot of Rising of the Shield Hero, here's the gist of it.
In The Rising of a Shield Hero, Iwatani Naofumi was summoned into a parallel world along with 3 other people to become the world's heroes. Each of the heroes were respectively equipped with their own legendary equipment. When summoned, Naofumi happened to receive the legendary shield, the sole defensive equipment, while the others received weapons capable of attacking.
Okay, now that we're all caught up, what are the differences? Well, right off the bat, I will say this. The differences between the manga and the anime, as of chapter 1, are very negligible. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, so don't freak out. In my opinion, the anime actually does a better job of establishing the characters in chapter 1 than the manga does. Think about it like this. In the anime, it was very quickly established that Naofumi and his fellow heroes from parallel worlds are all from different Japans. Not like different time periods, it's like straight up parallel universes. That, unless I glazed over it, in the manga, was not established. At least not early on.
Honestly, the pacing is just way different altogether. In the manga, they immediately thrust them into the scenario. It's like, hey, you've been summoned. All right, bring in the warriors who want to fight alongside you. Pick your hero. There's no time, like in the anime, for them to digest the fact that they've been summoned to a parallel world. It just happens pretty quickly.
That's one key difference that I think gives the anime a little bit of an edge in terms of character development over the manga. Also, here's the big point of controversy with Myne. Myne is very obvious in the manga that Myne's a B-word, all right? There's so many cues that she's playing him with the stereotypical grinning, and she quite literally hovers over him in his sleep and says he's a sucker. You don't see that in the anime. And actually, even though the anime, having rewatched that episode, does give subtle hints that she's playing him, it's really obvious that if you watch it a second time, it does a better job of hiding it. Even when the guards show up in the manga, they outright say what they're accusing him of when they take him away. Whereas in the anime, it isn't that obvious until he's right before the king. However, I will say this, in the manga, they also are more upfront with how Naofumi feels. That leads me to, and speaking of Naofumi's character, that brings me to another difference. You see, another point of controversy in the anime is the fact that he buys a slave girl, a tanuki, named Raphtalia. Google, how do you pronounce her name?
Raphtalia.
Let's talk about Raphtalia, and here's where I believe there is another difference between the manga and anime that's a little more than subtle this time. In fact, it's straight to the point. In the manga, when he meets the slave trader and he's talking about his business and shows him the most expensive one first, there are some key comments that Naofumi makes that he doesn't make in the anime that I noticed. And that is this. He establishes right off the bat that he'd rather have a male servant, probably because he's traumatized by the false rape accusations that he's had thrown upon him. But his reasoning for buying Raphtalia is a little bit more on the nose in the manga than it is in the anime. Am I using the right terminology? On the nose? It's a little more obvious. It's a little more straightforward. I'd have to rewatch that episode again to see. But I think that the anime still hints at his actual motives, but it completely went over my head. Whereas in the manga, through some questionable translation, it's established that he got Raphtalia because, did I say her name right? Google. Raphtalia. The reason he bought Raphtalia was because her face resembles Myne's. And you see, he's got a lot of spite because of those false rape accusations. So he wants to make her his slave. That is an interesting difference about his character because that actually makes his motives a lot darker. I feel as though the anime does a better job of establishing his relationship with other characters. It makes more sense in the anime for the blacksmith to be connected to or care about Naofumi than it does in the manga early on. But that's just, again, I'm saying this a lot, it's my opinion, don't freak out. Going back to Raphtalia, here's another subtle difference from the manga and the anime.
There's a scene in the anime where they enter the pub and it says no demi-humans allowed. That doesn't seem to be present at all in the manga. Just another thing I thought I'd point out.
It was also established early on, directly by the slave trader, that she has panic attacks. Whereas in the anime, he never really said that. He just said that she is mentally ill. So basically, what have we established so far? The pacing is different. It's not like a bad different. It's definitely not glazing over details like some people complain in the comments. No, I would not say that the manga and anime are that different so far. As of the first 2 episodes compared to the manga, no, not yet. One's more on the nose. The other one has a lot more character development. That's pretty much it. If I had to choose, well, I like both for different reasons. But if you only are keen on one or the other, just watch the anime. It's better so far. It is. So don't dislike. Don't give me the dislikes. I'm just being honest. The plot twist carries so much more weight in the anime than the manga because the anime doesn't make it obvious. You don't got Myne giggling on phone. Stop it. You don't got Myne giggling over a sleeping Naofumi, calling him a sucker. You don't have that. And I like that a lot better. I do. There are some things the manga does that I appreciate more than the anime as well, but in terms of character development, pacing in the plot, I gotta give it to the anime so far. But mind you, we're only 2 episodes in, so that could change. I'm Mobby Nerd, and thanks for watching this video. I know it's a little everywhere, but I don't script this stuff. I just turn on my camera and I talk. If you like this video, hit me with that sub, always appreciated. But if not, hey, it's cool. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.